All right, we are back here on the Fifth Element. Tony, tell us who we have today.
Today we have two artists that have been gaining a lot of buzz lately. When we think about Chicago hip-hop, we think of the South Side and the West Side with artists like Chance, Kaye, Common, and Chief Keef. But with artists like Young Pappy, the North Side has been gaining a lot of attention lately. Today, we have two talented artists from the North Side, producer and rapper duo Meechie Moe and CJ the Kid.
Hello, hello.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Woo.
No.
It's good to be here. Good to be here.
Hey, so where exactly are y'all from in the North Side?
You know, we from Evanston. You know, shout out Evanston, the whole E-Town, West End. You know,
West End, the best end.
Best End. You know that.
Yes, sir.
So, like, how was it growing up in Evanston? Because, like, a lot of people don't know about Evanston and, like, the similarities between Evanston and the city. They just think it's some suburbia. Can you tell us a little bit about Evanston?
I mean, you know, Evanston is like, it's like, you know, we right outside of the city, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we the suburbs, you know, it is what it is, but, you know, we right off Howard Street, you know, right off the red line, you know, so we still get all of that, you know, all of that city riff, you know, plus, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty identical to Chicago. Like, you know, I would say Chicago is a pretty segregated city. That's how Evanston is. You know, like on one side, it's like on towards the lake is, you know, predominantly white. And then once you go west, it starts getting more. Start to see more minorities. You'll start to see the property and
start
you
to
know
get that city vibe.
Start to get that city
some
vibe
stuff you'll
more.
see in the city, you know. Every block you'll start seeing, you know, certain places in Evanston.
And you'll see all walks of life. Like we went to a high school where it was like 50% like white and maybe like 40% black. So we was around a whole bunch of people.
One high school in the whole
high school
town.
that had gangbangers and rich white kids all congregate in one building. That's pretty much Evanston.
What was that environment like? Was it coexisting or was there tension?
I mean, for me, like, it was different for me because I played sports, you know. So I got a lot of passes rather than, you know, the next just random black guy, or you know, it was different for me because I played sports. So a lot of stuff that I did would get overlooked just because you know,
you were athlete.
Because I was
yeah,
athlete.
we both played basketball all throughout high school. So our crowd was pretty much athletes all throughout. You know, I mean, I'll say me personally, like I had friends that might have been into like anime, but then I might have friends that was into like Chief Keef, and you know, it was just the spectrum. The spectrum was wide. It was a wide range. Like I had all kind of friends all throughout Evanston.
So how did that go into music? From y'all being so sports oriented, how did you start getting into music from there?
I'll say me personally, like I was always into music. Like my family, if you know house music is very, very popular in my family. My uncle used to be a house music DJ. So the chosen few DJs are pretty much like, they're pretty like my uncles. You know, they know my mom, my grandmother who passed away last summer. When she passed away, the house community pretty much was mourning her.
Wow.
So she was shouted out on the radio on V103. So music's always been in my life. I mean, I've been an athlete first, you know, still now. You know, I'm playing college basketball, but, you know, I played an instrument. But I think when I got into producing, I was like 15, like 2011. 2011 is when I started. My younger cousin, Sean, showed me how to use FL Studio, and I already had a little bit of music training. I already knew about music theory, you know, notations, and knew about my music. So I started doing stuff like with the mouse and the keyboard. Then my mom got me like a little keyboard, so I started doing everything hands-on. Then I taught myself how to sample and do non-samples and just get a whole...
Sample guy right here. He's a sample guy.
Oh.
Facts.
Yeah, set it off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that beat was crazy because I remember we had just graduated high school, and it was like that first day of post high school, and I was watching Set It Off when Queen Latifah got killed, and I was like, you know what, let me make this. And this before I had a laptop. I made it on my family desktop in my living room with some bogus speakers that might have been like $15-$20, and I made it in like 15 minutes. And I remember FaceTiming our homie Cash, and was like, bro, this song's a hit.
Shout out to Cash. He started this West End rap scene, really.
He did, definitely.
We'll talk about that more later.
Definitely.
What about you, Meechie, getting into music?
Well, like I just said, you know, my homie Cash, he really, you know, he started rapping in high school.
Shout out, bro.
Yeah, big shout out to bro. I wouldn't be right here if it wasn't for him, honestly.
Facts.
But yeah, he started rapping, and you know, I was like, shoot, you know, I was always there with him, you know. Studio sessions, I was always right there. You know, I ain't rap at the time, and then you know, I heard this once. I heard Lil Durk Try Me. The remix.
Okay.
I mean his remix. I heard his remix, and then I was like, man, you feel me? I could see myself. You know, I always played around with music. You know, my stepdad, he make music. He been making music for the past, you feel me, for as long as I can remember. So I was always around it when I was with him. You know, he make his own beats, and you know, he know how to record and do all of that stuff. You know, but once I heard that, man, that was my first song I ever did. I did that Try Me remix, and then you know, just been progressing ever since then. I just, you know, fell in love with it, honestly.
He's always been knowledgeable though. Like me and him, like when we used to hang out, we would just talk about music all day, every day. You know, and he was around me a lot when he was around me a lot when I was making beats. So you know, cause at my crib, like they used to come over and I just show them beats I made, and this was before you know anybody was rapping. It was just me making beats, and then Cash would rap. And
Cash would rap. I wouldn't even.
So
rapping wasn't even a thought in my mind.
Yeah.
You were just like, I'm just here for the ride. Like I'll just.
Yeah, I mean, you know, these my homies. You feel me? Like these my real brothers. You know, like you feel me. So anything that they with, you know, I'm supporting them 1,000%. You know, so it wasn't. You know, it was like, you know, that's just what it is. You know, that's just what it is. That's what we doing. We on the music. That's what we on.
Yeah. So Meechie, I first met you when you were like in that transition stage to becoming the rapper. I remember we had collaborated in probably 2014 on a song called High Life.
High Life, yeah.
And so you're from the West End, right?
West End, Best End.
West End, yeah. So when I saw what you were doing, I was really appreciative of it, because there's not a lot of rappers from where I'm from, the West End, who were like making moves. So can you tell the people what the West End is?
Just the West End is like, it's just a side of town. You know, Evanston is one big town. You know, it's the South End, and then it's the West End. You know, the West End is closer towards. The South End is closer towards the city, like closer towards Howard. The West End is like when you closer towards by Wilmette and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So the high school is right. The high school ETHS is right in the heart of the West End. You know, it's right on Church and Dodge. You know, so
a lot of stuff happened over there, man. Like we've been through so much, like on the West End. Like I mean, that's where, like you said, that's where the high school is at, and that's where like places like Fleetwood. All my Evanston people know that. Like, if you're a real basketball player, you go to Fleetwood.
I grew up in Fleetwood.
Right, I grew up in. That's where I met him at. Was at Fleetwood. We was 9 years old playing basketball all throughout on the West End. Yeah, like this is definitely been like
community center.
Yeah,
community center.
Yeah. So what streets on the West End?
Well, you know, I used to stay all through the West End. You know, I used to stay on Brown, Emerson and Brown, Foster and Dodge. You know, Foster, that's really, you feel me, that's really, you know, I'm really, if I was to, you know, claim any street, I'd be claiming Foster. You know, I lived on Foster my most of my life. Same thing with my family, you know, grew up over there. Shoot, really, I don't really, you know, ain't no, the West End is just the West End, you know, wherever, you can catch us anywhere on the West End, that's just how it is.
I'm gonna be real, I lived on Ridge, and I don't know if that's West End, that's not West End, but like I've learned I feel like I learned just about any and everything, and like growing up in Evanston, because I lived in Evanston for 13 years, in my 13 years I learned probably the most important things just being around in the West End, and I was there just about every day, going to school, playing basketball, and hanging out.
Spend most of your time there, whether you was outside doing whatever out in the world, or if you was playing basketball with doing your sport thing, you was still on the West End, because the high school right there.
Yeah, the high school right there.
Yeah.
And
everybody was right there, so you know you was in the West End.
Then all the guys lived on the West End. I used to stay. We used to stay at all of our homies' crib, whether if it was Will. Shout out our boy Will.
Shout out Will.
Blake,
going crazy.
Will going crazy on the court. Shout out Blake. I used to be at Blake's crib all the time. Like just being at those cribs all the time, and we seen a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right on Dodge.
Yeah, Foster and Dodge. Church and Dodge is like That's like
That's
like the heart of the West End.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot be going on over there. Not I don't think now, you know what I'm saying,
not too
but
much now because you know it's the school there. You know a lot of
yeah.
It's different times now than they ain't playing that around the school. They ain't playing that.
So would you say that coming from the West End there's like a certain sound coming out like as far as music?
I mean, what you think, bro? I don't really know. Like.
Yeah.
Like if you hear my music and then you hear my homie Cash music or another one of my homies music, I mean, you can see the similarities, but I also see the differences.
It's a difference. It's a lot of stuff coming out of the West End, honestly. Really, just Evanston, period.
Yeah,
like
Evanston,
we got people like Kwaku Collins who's made he's paid, and I went to school with Kwaku since like first grade. I've known Kwaku for a really long time. Yeah, I've known him for a really long time. Like he's always been himself, and he always wanted to make what he wanted to make. And now Chicago's a big place. He was able to get his own audience, and now he's on Double XL and Hot 97 going crazy. But then you have someone like Meechie, but then you might have someone like Blake Go Wavy. You might have someone like Tony.
Just a bunch of different sounds.
Different styles.
Right.
Even like his Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Shout out Lil Bro.
I didn't even know he made music. Like I knew he was I didn't know he rapped though. Like you feel me? I just heard a song by him the other day, like, man, you feel me? Like, wow, it just blew me away. Like, you feel me? There's a lot of talented people in Evanston, in the West End, South End, just Evanston, period. A lot of people don't. Evanston gets overlooked a lot because, we a suburb or,
Northwestern is like what people
Northwestern,
first think of.
You think of, oh, y'all in the suburb, that. Nah, it's still, it's real people everywhere. It's real situations everywhere, we still doing what we doing,
Yeah, that's what I be saying because working with Tay Sav and BU Double, PBG and those guys, and getting like a lot of attention from those guys. I'm always around Chicago people. I live in Chicago now, and when I'm out there and I say Evanston, they be like, oh, they
look at you like, huh?
Yeah, they look at me like sideways, and I'm just like, what makes where you lived at better than where I lived at, and why are we even comparing? Like. Like sound doesn't have a geography. It shouldn't have a geography. Geographical limit on it. You know what I'm saying?
Who's more oppressed?
Right.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. Yeah. No, I'm from Connecticut, and people don't know about Connecticut. They're like, what is that? And like people kind of think, oh, Connecticut, rich white people. No, not at all. I mean, I live in the most diverse town there. Probably more black people than anything else, but all different socioeconomic backgrounds, and like people judge just from hearing suburb or whatever. But you don't know. There's, like you said, there's real stuff happening everywhere.
Right.
Different situations.
We've been in certain situations. I'm talking about life and death situations in Evanston, and we weren't even really doing nothing. It's just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like that could happen anywhere.
Just life.
Like that could happen. Yeah, that's life. That could happen anywhere. And I tell people all the time, like, you can go up to Evanston and think it's sweet, but it's definitely some people out there that really don't care. Yeah, that's not going.
That'll get up.
Yeah, that definitely get up with you. Yeah,
get up with you.
It's crazy, man. But like as far as the sound, I don't think it's like one type of sound. Like I could sit here and say, okay, since he has he's getting a lot of attention in Evanston, I could say he's the sound of the West End. But on the flip side, someone could be like, nah, bro, I think Kwaku is. Like, it's just, it's all over the place.
Facts. No, for sure. And, like, now you're in Chicago. So when did you move over here?
To Evanston or to Chicago?
Like Chicago specifically.
I moved, so I'm originally from Chicago, but I moved to Evanston when I was about 5 or 6. I lived there till I was 18. And then my parents moved back to the city on the low end. So I'm currently living on the low end right now since 2014. So all throughout my duration in college, this is my 4th year. Yeah, I've been in Chicago since then.
Has that impacted your music?
Oh, definitely. I've met Big Mensa since I lived in Chicago. I went to a meet and greet, and my homie was like, yo, come on, we finna go. And I'm like, all right. And I just got on the train, hopped on, bloop, Big Mensa. Right there. It was that easy.
On the train?
Like, I'm just talking about, like, at the leader store. But I just hopped on the train and got over there, and boom. Like,
and you saw him like that.
Then I've been around a couple of my other homies that's, cool with some of G Herbo's people, or just cool. Just I've been in I've been in more situations where it's someone that knows someone, you know, just being in the city. And then also, I learned that my name has traveled through the city, like true story. When Night After Night started to get a little popular, when I made that, and Young Pappy, this was right after Young Pappy passed. This was like 2015. I'm in a park, you know, getting shots up because I'm a college basketball player at Benedictine University, if no one didn't know that. But, I was getting shots up, and I hear someone rapping a song, and I sat there and I was like, hold on. So I asked him, I went up to him, but I didn't want to come up to him on like no, you know, nothing goofy because we in the city, like, you know, it's a different vibe out there. I'm not even gonna lie. And he was like, yeah, on phone. I'm like, this Young Pappy go crazy, bro. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, so would you say I'm lying if I told you I made the beat? Like I tried to say it, but it's just crazy how like stuff be happening. Like I've been in parties. I swear to God, I've been in parties.
And you've heard your own beat. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's nothing like huge yet, but it's just the little stuff that counts. You'd be surprised on what you see in the city.
Yeah. Meechie, I heard that people are starting to sell your music. Is that true? Like starting to sell your music on the low.
Yeah, on the low. Yeah, it is what it is, though. You know, all free publicity is all good publicity. So,
facts.
You know. What is that like though? Like how did that even like come up?
Man, so you know how to, you know, send the music out, you know, whatever, you know, keep it low key, you know, we expect you to keep it low key. However, you know, however it happened, people get it. So, you know, I guess it's some people out there that's, you know, really thirsty, and, you know, they willing to pay. So I guess, you know, it was all rumors, you know, I don't even know if it's really true, but
that's what comes with the territory sometimes, man. Once you start getting popping and getting big, your stuff gonna get leaked. You know, I started to see that with him early, and he only been really rapping seriously for almost maybe a little under 2 years.
Wow. And you're already off like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what is it like being kind of like an icon, if that's the right word to use, where you're from?
Yeah, you're definitely an icon in Evanston among the children. Like they played you at the pep rally.
Yeah, you're right.
That's thorough for that.
I'm blessed.
Valid for that.
I'm blessed.
Yeah, he here.
I'm man. That was like, man. You know, that made me feel like, I can't even explain how that made me feel. You know, especially I graduated in 2014. You know, it just hit 2018. You know, I'm not that far out of high school. You know, they already, you know, playing my song, at dances and stuff or whatever, you know. But I mean, I just try to, you know, it's for the kids. Like I think I got the younger crowd. Like I got their attention most definitely.
Definitely.
I don't know, man. I just try to make music that I would like. You know, if you feel me.
For
like,
sure.
I couldn't see myself. There's not a song that I recorded that I wouldn't like. Like I tell my homies all the time, like, man, you feel me? Like this song, like I might have a song like that I really like. You feel me? And I tell my homie, like, bro, if you recorded this shit, like, you know, I would love this song. You know, it ain't even that it's me. Oh, I'm sorry. But it's not even that it's me. It's just, you know, like sometimes I try to really make stuff that, you know, I would hear myself listening to. Like if I couldn't hear myself listening to it, I don't even. You know.
Then what's the point?
Yeah, right. If you can't, you know, I feel like if it's not genuine. Like all the music I make is genuine. So that's why when I hear stuff like people selling my music, or you know, so and so got this, it's like, man, like I put a lot into that.
Yeah.
You know, I put a lot into that. I work hard to get here. You know, so.
That run deep with me because. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a producer, I've had people, when Night After Night became popular, true story, my cousin was at a Chief Keef concert, and someone took the instrumental and opened and made and performed that song. Yeah, I have a video and everything. And we're talking about stuff in 2015. You know, like, with being a producer, people definitely have taken my beats.
Right, that's kind of like a given.
So, it's another song I did that got 1 million views just about last week called PBG Stories by Tay Sav. When that first came out, Tay Sav's email got leaked, or it got hacked. So, it was like 10 beats I had in that email, and dude put the PBG instrumental or PBG Story instrumental on YouTube.
Oh, I've seen that.
And I was just sitting there, and I was like, I didn't know how to feel. Like, I felt kind of honored, because I'm looking at the comments, and people like, thank God, bro, you got it. How'd you get it? You finessed them. Like, they're like, oh, you're the GOAT for this. And I'm sitting there like, okay, that means people like my beats.
Right.
But on the flip side, it's like, man, you could have at least asked. Like, I would have released it. I just don't like putting all my stuff on the internet, because people would definitely this happened many times, illegally download my beat and rap some trash on it. But you know.
You don't want that. You definitely don't want that. People are gonna take it to just.
That's why I tell
people don't. I don't mean to cut you off, but people don't really. I feel like people don't really cherish it. You know.
No,
they just hear. You know, they just hear the nice beat, or you know, so and so got a nice flow. You feel me? And that's just, you know, they just want to hear the music. They don't know where the music come from, or how that song got made, or why that song was even made.
Right.
You know, they don't see all of that. So, you know.
Yeah, a lot of hours. My fault.
Yeah, a lot of hours. I mean, I take right now. I don't even. I'm at the point in time in music now. It's like, you know, I take it so serious. Like, you know, man, I don't want nobody hearing nothing until
until it's perfect.
Yeah, until it's perfect. You know, like that's why. I mean, I got a lot of music right now. I could have been dropped, you know,
definitely
couple mixtapes.
Yeah, me and him got like 20 songs together, and like maybe like a span of a month and a half. I would just throw him stuff, and he'd just be like, all right, and he'll just come back with something. He wouldn't even say what beat he'll use. He'd just be like, all right, bet, and then a week later, I get 3 new songs on my my phone.
Yeah. I just left the studio. A couple days ago. I just did 2 new songs to a beat. He sent me a beat. What, 2-3 days ago?
Something like
he just texted me the beat, and I heard the beat in the studio the other day. I was listening. Record, send to him. Send him 2-3 more songs the other day.
It's
like
that easy.
You freestyle?
Not really, bro. You know, if I go in the studio, I mean, I do bar for bar, but I really like it's hard. I don't put that much time into it, but like, I don't want to say that I don't put that much time into it, because then it sounds like I'm contradicting myself when I say I work hard.
Right?
You know?
No, you do work hard, but like freestyle is its own thing. Like
it's
that,
like,
you gotta. You gotta practice. Sometimes it's natural born. Like
I'm not a natural born freestyler. I'm not a natural born freestyler. I'm not that confident in freestyling.
But I think that just takes repetition, man. It's like just like with basketball. Like if you just like if you want to do anything, you just got to do it constantly. Like what I would do when I make a beat, I get the freestyler right there. Just try to imagine who would I see on it. So I mean, you never know what that could lead to, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think it's just all about, you know. I'm a quick thinker, so I could freestyle. But it's just all about like rhyming and stuff like that. See, like me and my songs, like I don't really do a lot of freestyle, because I say a lot of stuff like, you know, if you're not really like listening, you won't really
you wouldn't get it.
You won't catch what I'm saying. You won't.
It's little clever lines. It's little clever lines that you'll catch, and you'll be like, okay, I like that.
Sure.
All right, you'll like that. You'll get the head, and I'll be like, all right.
I like the Scottie Pippen references.
Scottie Pippen.
Like the 3-3.
3-3. See that? My boy.
Yeah.
Right. And he had a Ku Klux Klan reference that I heard, and I'm like, oh, okay, like I like that, and it was in the chorus. You know what I'm saying? Like
very anti.
Very anti.
Right, make that clear.
Yeah, had to make that clear.
Going back to basketball, what is that like being a producer and basketball player in college?
It's
supposed to be hard.
It's pretty interesting, because I went to Iowa Wesleyan for 3 years, and I ended up transferring this year. But my first 3 years at Iowa Wesleyan, I averaged about 10 points. So I was starting, playing. My first 2 seasons, I started about 8-9 games a piece. But then last year, I started 16 games.
Oh my goodness!
And I had my career high was 32 points.
Dang.
I mean, I had some really good games, and Iowa Wesleyan was about 1,000 people. It was it was a super small school in the middle of nowhere. And
I know someone over there.
Yeah, so producing and playing basketball, my day would consist of class, practice, get shots up, homework, and making beats. So I usually be up. I used to not go to sleep till like 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock was early. Cause I just be up making beats, and when you making beats, I just get in the zone. I just be on the computer, and next thing you know, oh my God, it's 3:30 in the morning. I got a 10 o'clock class.
Right.
I got to study for a test. Like between my breaks, I would make a beat, or it'd be funny. Like sometimes I would make a beat before a game. Like it would just, I just find ways to do it. And then on top of that, I still am, but I would play basketball and work out every day. Because I had a very big role on my team. I wasn't the best player, you know what I'm saying. I was a big counterpart, because I ain't gonna lie, one of my teammates was scoring like 40 points 4 or 5 times. No, he averaged 30 points last season. Like the dude was raw. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like he might be one of the rawest guys I've ever seen, and he don't even look like it. He wore some simple Nike crew socks and some $40 Nike shoes, but I guarantee he'll give anybody 30. Like it was ridiculous. Like me, I had 20. the third game of the season last year, I think I had like 25 points and 5 rebounds. Y'all can look this up if anybody think I'm lying. Anybody can look up my name, CJ Singletary, Iowa Westland. You can look at the stats. But I had a great game. I'm looking at the board. I'm like, oh, okay, I did my thing. This dude had 48 points. Whoa! I cannot make this up. I was like, whoa!
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Very sleepy 40s. I've never heard of someone having a sleepy 40-point game until I played with dude, you know. And then this year I ended up redshirting, so I sat this year out. So I'll be playing for a 5th year next year at my new school.
Did your coaches support the music? Did they know about it?
My high school coach, I didn't tell my high school coach, because I was cool with him, but I didn't really feel comfortable telling. Because I didn't want him to bring it up in practice, and because he like. Is it
against you?
Yeah. Coach Ellis, like I rock with Ellis, but he'll definitely.
I don't.
You'll
just see Meechie's face. I don't.
I'll tell you what Ellis taught me. He taught me a lot about work ethic. Like he made us get up in the morning and actually go to work, and that became routine. Yep. So when I got into college, it wasn't no big deal. Yep. But you're right. And then my college coach, he'd crack jokes. He'd be like, "Well, CJ, you should make me a beat," and I'd just be sitting there like, "Nah, bro. Like, I see what you're trying to do. You trying to do it in front of everybody." He was like, "Yeah, so everybody should get on the bus. You know, CJ got beats to make." And I'm just like, dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't even really like telling people I make beats.
Why not?
I rather, you know, I'm a basketball first guy. Like, I always love basketball. Basketball has always been my love. Music was just something I love to do. Like, it wasn't even about the money. It was just about, I wanted to let kids have the same experience I had when I was listening to Kanye West and Jay Dilla and Tupac and Nas and all those guys. When I was growing up, be like, wow, this guy's raw. So I want a little kid to experience what I did. That's why I do it. I mean, and I love that. Like, I'd rather be. I'm not gonna complain about it.
Right.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
So both of you were on the varsity team 2012, 2013.
Yep. That was our junior year. Yep.
Yeah. Do y'all have any stories to share this year that helped y'all build a chemistry?
Or like between the two of y'all?
Yeah, that build brotherhood.
I mean, y'all already there, maybe.
Let me think.
Man, me and him specifically used to go at it a lot on the basketball court. We was competitive. Like we're very much alike because we're very opinionated and we're very passionate.
And we don't hold our tongue.
No, we don't. So in basketball, it was a lot of. Either we was on the same team or going at each other. It was a lot of going at each other, but we used to play together a lot. I'm talking about it was good going at it. It was healthy. It was healthy competition. It got
like we pushed we pushed each other to bring the best out of each other. You know. So it's like he going hard. I'm not the type of person I am. He going hard. I don't like losing. So.
Right.
He going hard. I gotta go even harder just because I ain't trying to lose. And then you got practices. We practicing for minutes. We practice it for to everybody want to play.
Yeah. Evanston basketball is cutthroat because there's a lot of favoritism and politics that play in a role into it. And also that's all. I'm not saying that's all the school talks about, but basketball is definitely like the top 3 sports in the school. So everybody's talking about it.
Everybody watches. Especially now we got they going crazy now. Last year they was going crazy.
Yeah.
So it's they on TV like they just had a game the other night.
Yesterday.
Yesterday on TV.
But I think what made us closer was when Day got killed. Definitely. Because when he got killed, it was like, whoa, because we've all had big homies that got killed. There, like, yeah, we was right there too. Like I was with him when he got killed, and he was with him. We was together probably that entire night. Hours before. Yeah. I remember we was on Emerson and Dodge talking. Yeah, and we shook hands. I'm like, man, I had got in trouble early. I'll never forget. I had got in trouble earlier that week. Yeah. So my grandma had told me, you know, you can't go out. You can't go out tonight. Right. You gotta come home. Yeah. So I'm telling them like, man, my grandma on that with me. I gotta go to the crib. Yeah. They finna go do them. Link with, you know, link with Lil Bro and all of that. If he would have came to the party with us, he probably would have seen. Yeah, he probably would have seen that. So when that happened, that brought that struck a chord in Evanston. Yeah, that brought the city together. Because it was a 14-year-old boy gunned down. Like that's unheard of in Evanston. That hasn't happened in a really long time. And I'm talking about a kid that got gunned down. Yeah. And the way it happened, it was messed up. So everybody kind of just joined together. Everybody felt that. Yeah, so still feel it. Yeah, everybody still feel it. I don't think Evanston's really been the same since then. Because back then we used to have parties, house parties, and get to do all that. They don't have that anymore. You know, people are more cautious. People would be more cautious, and that definitely brought us together, especially the basketball team. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. Like we didn't have a good season that year. Nope. I think we went like 10-20, something like that. Yeah. It was bad, but we wore them red socks and red shoes every day. Right. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter. And then the next year we ended up going, I think 22-9. Like we turned it around. Though he wasn't. I wasn't there. He wasn't. You know, I got in trouble in school. It was over with for me. Though he wasn't. Though he was. Yeah. But if he played with us, that 22-9 very well could have been a 25-4. I tell people that all the time. You know, he was a very important counterpart to the team. You know what I'm saying? Because this was the vote. He was probably the most vocal person on the team in our grade. You know what I'm saying? To be completely honest, we didn't really have a lot of like guys that'd be like, yo, like get it together. It was very few, and he was one of those guys. And I think when that situation happened, we all was just like, man, life is short. We all can die any day. You just saw what just happened, because it happened like that quick. Like I'm literally walking up the street, and you just see dude come out and just got, you know, up the gun, and we're like, oh, like, you know, he kind of like took us back. You know what I'm saying? And then seeing Lil Bro body. That was crazy. We all seen that, and that all kind of
that will always be with you for the rest of your life. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. You two. I just seeing y'all right here, right now. The way y'all feed off of each other, like in your energies, straight. Like I would believe it if you said you were blood brothers. You guys are definitely close. That's my boy. Like that's my guy, man. Like you know, I know him for so long. Like y'all don't like. For me, like me personally, like I mean, I'm real in tune with my emotions. You know, I can tell from your music too.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I don't really consider nobody like no friend. You know, it's either like you my brother or, you know, we cool, you know, to a certain extent, you know. Yeah. Like this is I consider him my brother, like for real. Like you know,
we've done sleepovers together. Man. I mean we played like when we in the summer in Evanston, you know, we played in the summer with our high school team. We would travel a lot. You know, me and him.
Long trips.
And we'll just.
Long trips will bring people together.
Bring people together. I ain't got no choice but to like this guy. You know?
He used to come to my house and play 2K. And me and him and a couple of our friends would just talk. We would just talk all night. This was before, you know, we was going out to parties, drinking, teeing up. This was just, you come over? All right, cool. We finna slide to your crib, play some 2K, probably listen to some music. And we'll just talk for hours. Wow. So it's like when I work with him, it's really easy. Like it's with certain other rappers, especially the bigger ones I work with, I found they can be very picky of beats because they want to have a sound, and I understand that. But with him, I literally, and I don't do it, but I could throw him just about anything. He's gonna have an open mind.
Yeah, that's important. An open mind.
I'm really like, I got songs. I rapped on all type of beats, trap beats, auto tune type beats. You know, I be singing. You know, pop beats.
He got some for the ladies and the street dudes.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't, you know, if I just, like I say, I like to make stuff that I like. If I hear it and I like it, I'm gonna record to it. Simple as that. You know, it ain't all that extra. Like I ain't one of those type of people. I ain't that picky when it comes to music. You know, it's easy, and when you really enjoy doing it, you know.
Then it comes easy.
Yeah, it make it much easier. Yeah. And then, you know, doing it with somebody, you know, you actually you know, this my guy, you know, I actually mess with him. So it's like, you know, man, I want to even go harder on it just because it's me and him.
Yeah, it's like music. I found music is so fun to make when you make it with people that you know.
Definitely.
Like the difference, like when I was working with Pappy, when I worked with him on that one song, and I worked with Tay Sav, his younger brother, on 7, 8 different songs. Me and him don't really have like a personal relationship. It's just he rock with my music, I rock with his. We support each other, we help each other.
Kind of like business.
It's pretty business oriented. Like it's, you know what I'm saying. But with him, like I said, we've been through thick and thin. Like you can name the worst and we can name the best. Like we just been through a lot together. We fought, argued, laughed, like all that, and that just comes into the music. Because this is really just for fun, you know, like. And we see that people, rock with it, and that just motivates both of us to go harder.
Go harder, especially coming from Evanston, small town. You know, everybody know you. You know, everybody know everybody. You know, like man, that make me feel like make me feel good. You know, when you know that people actually
are supporting you,
supporting what you doing. You know, it's when you actually get that, when you know it's like 100, it's not nothing fake.
Right.
Man, it makes you actually want to go 10 times harder. 10 times harder.
What can we see coming from the both of you? Like a project in the future?
Yeah, we working on the tape right now. Welcome to the Westend.
West Evanston.
West Evanston, you know that.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Only produced by him. All the beats gonna be him.
What should we expect?
I mean,
features.
On the features, if you're not from the West End, you will never be on the Welcome to the Westend tape.
Right.
Facts.
Simple as that.
Facts. It's all Evanston. It's like an all Evanston.
It's an all Evanston thing.
Yeah.
It's an all Evanston thing.
Yeah.
West End thing.
And it all came organic. I sent them one song. I sent them one beat. He made it with Lil Flash, and I was like, okay, like I like this.
Lavish.
And then I was like, okay. He started sending me more songs, and I'm like, you know what, bro? Let's do a tape. And he was like, man, I was thinking the same thing. And he said, let's name it Welcome to the Westend. And I was like,
so they can understand, you know, like this. We do this here too. You know, we do this here too. I mean, it's like you said, R.I.P. Young Pappy. You know, he put the light on the north side.
Definitely,
you
facts.
Know, his music. I mean, he had that. You can feel his music. You know, when you listen to it, you can feel it.
But people, I swear, people look at him up north. Some people is like Jesus Christ,
Tupac,
like Tupac. Yeah. He had like a Tupac, esque like energy to him.
Yeah,
because his songs was just, it was different. Like when he made Night After Night, like I literally was on the train listening to that, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, like this dude is something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So when he died, it was like it definitely.
It shook everybody.
Yeah, it shook. Yeah,
everybody
definitely
felt that one.
Yeah.
Whether you liked him or not, you felt it just because. He had something. He could have been something. Yeah. You feel me? Simple as that.
Yeah, point blank period.
He would have been something.
He was gonna be the next Chicago dude to go up because a lot of people was talking about him. Like I was in Iowa when Night After Night got popular, and Finito and Killer and Homicide and
we were just listening to it earlier.
Yeah, Finito was insane. Like they played that at a college party at University of Iowa, and I'm sitting there like, what is this? Like it's crazy how the dude's energy. I haven't seen too many people match his energy.
Man, I haven't seen too many. I ain't gonna lie. Remixes, I don't really do too many remixes because it'd be too hard to like try to make it your own.
Yeah.
Make it your own.
You know,
he made
that song.
He took it. He jacked it.
Yeah, that's like, he got the Finito.
Other than the Keith anymore.
You can't really.
It's
hard.
It's kind of like that.
It can't because his energy was just so. It was so. His cadence and his voice was pretty one of a kind. And I'm talking about as far as up north rappers because a lot of up north rappers have a more softer, mellow, mellow
like
voice.
Me.
Yeah, like he's very soft and mellow.
Yeah.
This dude was like rugged and it was crazy.
He gave you that out south vibe, with that real. When you think of Chicago, you think of out south. You think of Chief Keef, Lil Herb. People like that. So when you see, oh man, he from up north and he sound like
and he still sound
So it's like, wow, they going crazy up north too. And which is true,
Which is a testament to what Evanston is kind of like about what y'all were saying, that like you can't just judge based off of it being a suburb.
Yeah.
Or like that north side being like that.
That don't really mean too much.
Right. We don't even, I'm pretty much used to people like I said, you know, downplaying Evanston, but we all.
I like being downplayed. You can downplay me all day.
Right. I've been honestly, I've been an underdog my entire life. I'm gonna be real. Like I've been through a lot, and a lot of people don't even know that. So, and same with him. We both had moments where it was in our life where we sitting here like, man, like I don't know what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that make it easy. It makes it easier when you feel like, you know, like being an underdog. Like, man, what do I have to lose? You know,
exactly.
Why would I not put my all into this? You know, why would I? Yeah, you know, let me taking risks because, I mean, if I fail, I didn't really fail because I didn't lose anything. You know, I wasn't expected to be here anyway.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get where I want to get, rather than, you know, whether people like it or not.
Does this tape feel like it's about to be a risk?
Nah, this not no risk.
Honestly,
this is inevitable.
It's it's no risk for me because I'll just say for me personally, like I have sort of a fan base right now. Just like I said, working with Taste Avenue, like I'm able to work with somebody. I'm able to build. This is the first person, like one of the first people I'm starting to build with. Like the first person I build with was with Cash and my homie Blake. But it's the first person like I'm actually doing a full tape. His probably like his first full length tape.
Yeah, because you have the Thotty Tunes
you could call
EP.
EP,
right.
That's an EP. We just threw that together, just, you know, cause Thot Music, the mixtape.
Yeah.
That's the vibe in itself. Listen to that.
Thot Music, yeah.
I mean, that.
He gives a lot of vibes, man.
It does.
He has a lot of layers to him. Like I tell people all the time, like you should really get to know, bro. Like he's a pretty interesting person once you sit down and talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Too.
What was the inspiration for that EP? Like you say you threw it together, but like
I mean, really, all of this stuff like really just came to me. Like, man, like I make a lot of my music, and I make majority of my music in my car. So like,
really,
yeah, really. So like, I was in my car, and I'm like, we were just thinking like, you know, I was talking to one of my homies. I rap with him too, Craig.
Shout out, little bro.
You know, we was talking like, man, I make a lot of music for like females, you know, but it's, you know, I make music for, you know, females and males that can both rock with.
That explains why you listen to Drake a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
Drake
my God, Take Care. He was bumping Take Care.
Greatest
front to back, literally in the locker room.
I believe
before
it.
games,
I believe it.
During games, after games, and you could tell like I knew if he was gonna be a rapper, he would be a multifaceted one. Like he'll get stuff for the females, but then he could rap that hard stuff, and that's what Drake does. Honestly, like Drake could rap on a song like Diplomatic Immunity, and go at people's necks, and then make a song like God's Plan.
Yeah. The video was amazing, by
inspiring, extremely inspiring.
So Meechie, I was looking at your hands. I see Greedy Gang.
See Greedy OTG.
Oh, Greedy OTG. So what is Greedy Gang for the people that don't know?
Okay, for the people that don't know, rest in peace, Bo Glow.
Facts.
You know, Greedy Gang is not really, you know. I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's a gang, not really, but I mean, it's. I tell people all the time, Greedy Gang, that's just like me, you know, me and Cash, really. You know, we was just, one day, like I say, stuff just come to me, you know. Me and Cash, I used to live with Cash. So, it was like, man, I was just like on Cash couch, like, man, I gotta get up off this couch, like, you feel me? I ain't, you know, this not me. I know I got greatness within me.
Facts.
You know, so Greedy Gang really was just a motivational thing for myself, really. For myself. And then as I started, you know, linking with my homie Bo, and, you know, we started making it, you know, to something else. Like, we, you know, we're gonna get on this money. We're gonna get on our, you know, we on our greedy movement. You know, if we don't got it, we need it. We're gonna get greedy. We're gonna do what we gotta do to get it. Now, you know,
I like that.
Last year I would say December of 2017, I decided, like, man, I'm gonna really, you know, I'm gonna really start taking this music seriously. And then that's when I just started screaming Greedy Gang in my ad-libs. You know, started saying greedy all the time, because that's who I am now. You know, I'm greedy. Like, I need everything for me, for my family, for my people, you know, for my loved ones, everybody. We need it. So it's really a motivational thing for myself, but it's just you know, it's a movement. You know, people rock with it. So that's how it became Greedy Gang, or you know, Greedy OTG. OTG is you know, that's me and my brothers. You know, the greedy thing just came in. That's just, you know, that's really a motivational thing for myself. And me and Cash, you know, that's really how that came about.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's real. Like, it's real.
That's
like,
a whole revelation to
yeah.
have to start something like that from yourself. That's you realizing, whoa, like there's something more for me, and then going after it.
If I didn't, I don't know where I would be right now if I wasn't Greedy Gang.
Yeah. We can really see it manifesting in your life right now.
Yeah, like I live by that. Like the greedy, it's really a lifestyle. Like I mean, like everybody only see music. You know, they don't see me and Cash. You know, me and Cash sharing. You know, breaking bread with each other so we could, you know, both get through the day. Yeah. They don't see that. All they hear is, you know, what they hear, what we put out, and what they see when they see me or they see Cash or something like that. You know, they don't see the behind the scenes. But I mean, like, it's all real. Everything's genuine. None of this is made up. We all grew up together. Yeah, literally. A lot of us are related. I'm not, but like a lot of people within that, and within OTG Greedy Gang,
it's a brotherhood.
Yeah, it's literally a brotherhood. And really, if you think that's big, you know, the whole Day World movement. When Lil Bro got killed, you know, anybody would throw up threes for his basketball number.
I mean,
that's even bigger.
I shake kids. You know, we got a little handshake, Day World handshake, ever since bro died. Like, I know kids. That's like, that's not even a Day World. I mean, it's a Day World thing, but it's an Evanston thing. Yeah. Like, that's the impact he had on the town. Like, people didn't even know him.
For real.
People didn't even know him. Shake up, like, what's up, bro? You feel me? Shake up Day World. Like, it's nothing.
For
you
real.
feel me? Because that's just what you grow accustomed to.
Right.
And for the people that actually knew him, like me and Meechie, and all the rest of the people, like Tony, some of the football players, because he was cool with everybody.
Yeah,
like
everybody.
He had his own little group, and his group had they're now Division I football players and basketball players. Yeah, elite boys.
Elite boys. Shout out to all of them.
Shout out to all of them. They're all doing big things in college. You know, these guys playing D2 basketball, D1 football, Michigan State,
Miami,
Ohio, St. Cloud, these guys and you know, include them, include us. It's a lot of people within that little group or that brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, Evanston is definitely you guys are a united front now.
Yeah, we won.
This next tape is about to be something big.
Yeah. We all won, but the problem with Evanston, I see it in Chicago, is it's a gap. It's a gap. It's like a gap between for conscious rappers and trap rappers. We're starting to see a little more combinations. Like, he makes conscious trap. I know I keep pointing at you, but I peep what he be rapping about, and I be like, okay, I like that. And that's the thing. Like, you're starting to see more of that, but each group don't respect each other collectively. Like in Evanston, there's a lot of since I've gotten a name, I would make like the best rappers in Evanston list, like almost like a XXL list. I did my own little thing, and it kind of gained a little attention. And
it get a lot of attention every time.
So when I say a person's name, they'll be like, "Man, you got this garbage dude. He rapped this conscious stuff," and I'm just like, I mean, he's rapping what I'm a firm believer in making what you want to make. Like,
exactly.
You know, and music is subjective at the end of the day. Yeah, it's art.
I tell I tell one of my homies all the time, like, you know, I fell back off calling another person's music trash.
Exactly.
You know,
same.
How can I call that? Like, really, how can I call that trash? You know, I wasn't in the studio right there when he was making it. I don't know what he was thinking.
His thought process.
He was saying.
If it's genuine to him or not.
Exactly. So how can I call that trash? Like, you feel me? I'm just like, for me, that's like I'm being ignorant to even. That's ignorant. Like, I'm not even giving it. You know, I can't call that trash. He put his hard work. You know, he worked hard to make that.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's the biggest thing with Evanston, is just bridging that gap. So having people like Kwaku Collins maybe on the track with these two right here. Yeah. Or a track with these two and maybe have a singer. You know what I'm saying? Just have more of a connect. Like, it's getting there.
Yeah.
You know, because it's groups and people are starting to do their thing, but it's still a gap.
Yeah, I think that y'all definitely gonna put that on with this next tape.
Hopefully, that's why I try to make all types of beats. Like, you know, the beats I made with Meechie, that's only one type of sound I try to push with him. But then I try to push the sample sound, because I like soul samples and stuff like that, and old school beats and stuff like that. And I try to, you know, identify with everybody rather than just one group.
Now, because we're reaching like the very, very end of our time, just tell us what your hopes are for this like next tape, or for anything like in the future where you really hope to do for your impact, and then let people know how to find you, where to find you at.
So like, you know, I'm working on a couple projects, man. Like I'm working. You know, I got that music coming.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Westend coming.
Yeah.
I got a mixtape with one of my little shorties, Lil JJ. You know, I got him making beats. You know, we got a mixtape called Gritty K. You know, I got a mixtape with Baron. Shout out to Baron, man.
Yeah,
there would be no thought music without Baron.
He looked out for me a lot with that Night After Night beat. For real.
And he shoot the vid, so you know, I got a mixtape with just, it's called Just Baron. With just, he make beats too, so it's just him. It's like a WTTW. How CJ just the only one producing it. I mean, I just hope people like, I just hope y'all listening and y'all actually, you know, y'all actually tuning in. Y'all know, you know, cause it's real. And I'm putting, you know, I put my heart into the music, you know, because that's just everything I say on the track is, you know, that's really how I'm feeling, you know. So same thing with CJ. He put his heart into it. We put our heart into it. Everybody that I work with put their heart into it. So, you know.
For real.
That's
you can follow me on SoundCloud at Meechie Moe, MEECHIMOE, Twitter and Instagram, Sir Greedy, SR Greedy, no I.
Bet. Okay.
Yeah, for pretty much same thing with me. Like, I just want people to just have fun listening to it.
Yeah.
I always wanted to make something that was played at a huge party and people turning up and being like, anywhere. That's, you know, and I'm a big fan, you know. So I just want people to just turn up for this one. This is a turn up project. I would say, like, this is all hard bangers. You know, this is all hard 808s, and
not to cut you off, like these girls are really trying to get in for the next show, but please tell us where.
Find me on Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, Twitter and Instagram, CJ the Kid, CJ THEKID 24, and then you can add me on Facebook. Actually, no.
Do not add him on Facebook.
Do not add me on Facebook. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And follow me on SoundCloud, CJ the Kid 24.
Yeah.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, CJ Singletary. You can look that up.
Thank you so much, both of you. This has been an amazing conversation. Y'all, I love your energies. Yeah. Oh my God.
I just want to tell y'all, I really appreciate what y'all doing for Evanston right now. I feel like this movement should have started earlier, but I'm glad it's happening.
Yeah.
You're a part of it too, man.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Amen. So, this is the 5th Element. Tune in next week.
Gritty gang.
Gang.
Gritty gang. Oh man, that was fun.
Good job, first.